Tour of Cajon Valley Union schools that reopened in-person summer programs.
Public education.
On Friday, the governor announced schools can only open for in-person fall classes when the county is off the state's monitoring list. The County Office of Education says Cajon Valley programs can stay open because the governor's order does not apply to day camps or daycare.
We have almost 5,000 students on campus today, right now, enjoying a version of summer school that we're calling childcare.
The district adds they are exploring online options for fall to comply with the governor's mandate. The Chula Vista Elementary Union superintendent says they're paying close attention to testing.
In order for us to feel safe, our contagion levels definitely have to lower, and also the curve has to at least plateau.
The superintendent adds they're working on providing more internet hotspots for families who need it. Jennifer Dela Cruz, ABC 10 News.
And meantime, today, county leaders say they're launching new efforts to get San Diego businesses to follow public health orders. Today, they revealed that they're putting together what they call the Safe Reopening Compliance Team. They'll be going to businesses where there have been complaints to educate them about how to safely operate. County Supervisor Greg Cox says while most businesses are following the rules, too many aren't.
San Diego is better off than most counties in California. But the reality is that unless we start turning things around soon, we run the risk of seeing our hard work wiped out and going back to severe state-imposed restrictions or possibly even a shutdown. We have to start pulling together.
County leaders say they realize that they will likely start taking some tougher enforcement measures against willful violators of their public health orders. And today there are 587 new cases of COVID-19 in San Diego County. The total number of infections is 25,107. Health officials are also reporting 18 new deaths. The death toll now in the county, 505. A sobering day statewide. Today, California announced its highest single-day total for new cases. Well, nearly 13,000 people tested positive, and California now has more total cases than any state in the country. Today, Governor Newsom talked about problems with testing. He says the number of daily tests has improved, but it should still be higher. He's also concerned with how long it takes some people to get their test results back. And he says labs across the country are getting backed up.
It's rather preposterous, isn't it? That you can get a test and 13, 14 days later, you get a result. It's utterly meaningless. And so you're absolutely right to highlight one of our national labs. But what's happening is this example, your example, is exampled across this nation as more pressure is put on these national labs. Again, all of this is in the absence of a national testing strategy.
Well, Newsom says they're working with other labs to try to get more options to speed up results. When some restaurants closed their doors back in March, they had no idea how long this would be going on. ABC 10 News reporter Leah Pizzetti shares the message from some San Diego business owners who have had to make the hard decision now to permanently close their businesses.
A sign hangs in the window of Cafe on Park with a promise. We will be back soon. This was taped next to a closed sign in March, but now that closed sign is the final message.
I've been there every day. I haven't had a day off in 7 years.
Andy Hamfler says his restaurant has been his life for 25 years.
I opened in Thanksgiving weekend in 1995 to a line down the block and thought, oh my goodness, what have I done?
And now the pandemic cut his life's work short. He's closed his doors for good. It's the whole industry that's hurting. More than 50,000 San Diego County restaurant workers lost their jobs after the first closure. By June, more than half of those recovered. But now with this second pullback more, some of those jobs could disappear again.
The type of business we have is really built around dining in. It's built around community coming together.
Tom Logsdon owns the Balboa, a Bankers Hill locals hangout known for their burgers that didn't have a way to expand outdoors like others.
I see the city doing things for certain neighborhoods where they are able to expand.
Tom says takeout burgers weren't able to save his business, so he's closing this location and consolidating to his Chula Vista location, a difficult but necessary decision.
After 3 months of losing money like crazy, reality was that we couldn't keep that going.
As these owners close their doors for good, they have a message.
People need to support their local restaurants and the small restaurants.
So no more small businesses have to turn a temporary closed sign into a permanent one. Leah